My name is Brad Mullen. I'm an instructor at Aqua Immersion Dive and Travel in Columbus, Ohio, and I would like to speak to you about the pros and cons of rebreather diving. Listed here are the advantages often cited for rebreather diving. These will be explained in more detail. Extended bottom times and shortened surface intervals are considered the biggest advantage to the recreational diver. As you will see, there are many additional advantages. First of all, let's look at a definition of a rebreather. All rebreathers must have three components in order to be a rebreather. There must be a source of oxygen, a way to scrub out produced CO2, and counterlungs to hold gas. Rebreathers utilize set point diving. Remember Dalton's equation, the basis of all nitrox diving? When we dive with open circuit, we hold the fraction of the gas stable, for example 32% nitrox, and vary the partial pressure of oxygen and depth. With set point diving, we hold the set point constant, which means the partial pressure of oxygen is held constant, usually 1.3, and vary the fraction of gas and the depth. So a rebreather is really a nitrox mixing machine that you wear on your back. So how does a rebreather give you such extended bottom times? As you can see, a 1.3 set point gives us a nitrox mix of 43% oxygen at 66 feet. This gives an equivalent air depth of 38 feet. The no decompression limit of 38 feet is approximately 3 hours. 3 hours at 66 feet with no decompression obligation. So let's look at the percents of oxygen that are breathed at various depths. As you can see, the maximum amount of oxygen is breathed at every depth. This minimizes nitrogen load. Therefore, we are breathing about 81% oxygen at 6 meters. The nitrogen is maximally washed out with every dive. At depth, our oxygen percentage drops, so at 50 meters, we're breathing 21%. Rebreathers are very efficient gas management machines. The gas usage varies only with metabolic workload, not with depth. A 3-liter tank gives you 10 hours of gas on board for a typical workload. The bailout volume, however, must be sufficient for an emergency ascent to the surface. The air breathed is warm and moist because of the scrubber reaction. Heat is conserved and no more dry mouth. Because of the lack of bubbles, you will experience closer wildlife encounters. This is a clear advantage for photographers. And of course, the sex appeal advantage speaks for itself. Please remember that rebreather diving should not be attempted without appropriate training and certification. If you are interested in rebreather diving, please visit us at aquaimmersion.com.